Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Manning Field on this sunny evening where the Lynn Jets are hosting GBL rival, the Revere Patriots, and it's senior night here tonight for the Jets. We'll be starting off with the senior night ceremonies, but while we got you here and your attention, always like to go through our detail and statistics. Jets coming into this one with the record of 6-10. Last game a loss, 15-5 to Greater Lowell. And this is going to be the last regular season. Jets, a lot of improvement this year. If they get this win tonight, they would have been 2 wins away from the state tournament. Revere coming in with a record of 1-10. Last game, a loss to Lowell. Next game for the Patriots is going to be versus Mystic Valley. I'm your announcer tonight from Lynn Educational Television, Sean Donahue. Working with me up in the perch, bringing you these smooth and steady shots. One of our best, Reid Orben. Thanks for coming out and covering the game with us today, Reid. So at the half mark, you'll see the ceremonious, hey, these are the teams that you'll play. Goalies touch glove, and we'll see senior night underway. Looks like that's going to take place shortly. Peter Papp coming into this one. After this season will be 20 years coaching lacrosse here in the city of Lynn. Had a chance to host him on our interview show at Lynn Classical Talks with Jacob Senapuse. And we'll play that later for you at halftime. And you can see across the way, the guys are holding their sticks up in organized fashion to represent their seniors. Seniors in this one wearing number 3, Isaac Ramos. Number 5, Bobby Thaifong. Number 7, Jair Maldonado. Sorry, kid. I must have stopped by the studio. Let me know how to say your name. Jason Peck playing in the goal today. Alex Waterman sustained an injury earlier on this season, so we'll see him supporting from the sidelines. Nate Condi, Nicholas De Niro, the Spectre. I don't think the Spectre is a senior. Angel Reyes, decent TV media student when you're there, Angel. Rafael Ortiz de la Rosa and Derek Sock, as well as Danny Nguyen and Eric Salazar. And those are your seniors. Thanks for tuning in to Lynn Educational Television. If you're watching on our YouTube channel, please like, subscribe, smash that notification bell for all the up-to-date sports and events happening right here in the city of Lynn. Tune in to our new podcast, A Super Conversation with our Superintendent Molly Cohen. We should have a 4th episode coming up at the end of next week, so stay tuned and follow that playlist on Lynn Educational Television. So seniors have been honored, parents are giving out the flowers, and we're about to start some GBL lacrosse. As these pitchers are underway, let's take a quick little break and we'll bring up one of our commercials for you to watch in the meantime. Since 1986, Lynn Educational Television has enabled students to work in the television industry and learn how to produce media. LETV creates working opportunities for Lynn students, giving them the benefit of gaining real-life work experience in production. Lynn Educational Television brings value to Lynn students, delivering standards-based curriculum in the classroom from middle school to high school. LETV creates future generations of media professionals. Always a really cool thing to be part of this. We were able to cover a lot of games, whether it's during the spring season, fall season, or winter season. But nothing better than some of these final events that they always host within the Lynn Public Schools, from concerts to plays, scholarship award nights. You only get a handful of those, and you only get one senior night. So we're happy to honor these young men. Sacrificed a lot to play this game. It's quite a rough one, and not an easy game to pick up out of high school. These guys have come out, and Coach Papp has been very consistent in making sure that these guys have an outlet to play some lacrosse. Not everybody's always into baseball. I was one of those kids. We had a chance to talk with Coach Papp earlier this week, and we were both reminiscing about Coach Murphy and how he would recruit kids, standing out in front of his door. I believe it was in the B3 hallway for me, and he had a long stick, and he was like, "Hey, if you join lacrosse, you can potentially hit kids with this, and it might be something you're interested in." That was enough to get me on board. He did leave out the part that there's a very good likelihood of you getting also hit with the stick. So lacrosse, a great game, growing a lot in popularity around the country. Here in the city of Lynn during the spring season, baseball is still king. But tonight, these young seniors are the kings of Manning Field. We'll see a lot of seniors starting up in this one. Denham Dembro, Jacoby Camo, Isaac Ramos, Tivon Leak, Jair Maldonado, Jasek Peck, Nate Condi, Rafael Ortiz de la Rosa, and Derek Sock. The Lynn Jets combine team out of the city of Lynn, made up of the student body from Lynn English, Lynn Classical, and Lynn Tech. It's got to be a tough game to coach. Probably just as tough as finding something to say while these seniors continue to take pictures. But we're happy to have you here. $7 p.m. is the official face-off time. And just about maybe 30 or 40 more pitchers, and that should get us underway of the game. Why not go to another commercial? We'll be back after this break.
Kindness is what helps us slow down and connect.
Every day, we share our hallways, our classrooms, and our community with people who are fighting battles we may never see.
Kindness is more than just being polite. It's choosing to care.
When we show kindness, we become active members of our community. We listen, we support, we stand up for one another.
When we come together with respect and compassion, we can accomplish incredible things.
Kindness can start small. It doesn't have to be big to make a difference. Volunteer for the people who are in need in your community. Sometimes a simple smile is all it takes to make someone's day.
The truth is simple. Kind people are the best kind of people.
And we're back. Thanks for sticking around if you're watching us live on our YouTube channel. We always like to take an opportunity to thank our subscribers from Comcast and Verizon. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to offer television media as part of the curriculum to the student body here within the Lynn Public Schools. Also gives us a chance to offer the student body some gainful employment so they can pad the stats on their resumes as they head into their young professional careers. Always able to make contact with our TV teachers around the city, and we all always agree that we're the lucky ones. Don Hussey, one of the best in the business, so to say, when it comes to this. Taught a lot of the guys who I ended up working with later on in the year. Some of the guys who have come and gone, Afton Dean, Reggie Duyon, Newbie, better known as the man in the box. Newest addition over at Lynn English, Chris Delgado. And some of the middle school guys as well, Eric over at Breed. And Joe over at Marshall Middle School as the new Pickering Middle School is underway. That'll be a task that we all have to tackle together and trying to build up the studio over there at Pickering, so that'll be exciting. If you're just joining us, Jets coming to this one 6-10. Last game a loss to Greater Lowell, and this is the final game of the season. So one of those sellout games where you'll hear a lot of, you got all summer to rest. Revere coming to this one looking for their second win. Last game a loss to Lowell, and they got a game against Mystic Valley, and I think that'll be their last regular season. So it looks like they are going to have the players line up again. Goalies will touch gloves, and the face-off will be underway. Daniel Sorto Cruz, a junior out of Revere, playing in the crease today for the Patriots. And Jacek Peck playing in the crease for the Jets. peck one of those seniors out of Lynn English. And we'll go to the face-off. Taking the face-off for the Rams, Derek Sock. And taking the face-off for the Patriots, sporting number 7, is David Alvarado. Face-off underway. Revere stepping out of the box. Going to be a transition in favor of the Jets. I think he's just going to refer to the Jets as white, as they are in light blue. So the Patriots going to take the first possession and get to work right away. Working from the X position. Trying to drive inside. Takes a shot on Peck. Bounces off. Nice save. Revere able to salvage the possession here. Thanks to the legwork of Alvarado. Alvarado struggling against Kalunaski, I believe. Couple of aggressive checks. Has the sidelines wondering where the laundry is. And I think the guys in stripes are going to let the boys play today. Jets working to move that scrum along. Box out situation turns into a rake and a scoop and a go. And now Revere with an opportunity for a fast break. Dishing it out, taking the shot from the top. No good there. Ishmael Romero Gonzalez on the shot. Peck denies him. Jets still working to get into box territory against the Patriots. And a solid pass not received so well. So we'll see the inbound far side of the alley. And Diego Robles going to be tasked with that responsibility. Goes right away to a midfielder. Naski getting into the mix. So I believe it's Kalunaski, number 29. But not on the roster as 29. So starting about 10 yards outside of the box, Revere going to try to put an offensive opportunity together. Working the perimeter, trying to find the best angle. He's going to cut back. Matthew Leone passes up top over to David Alvarado. Alvarado surveying. Goes on the far side of Romero Gonzalez. Back to the X position. And Revere surveying. Trying for the 1v2 situation. Nobody's going to buy the old fake hair as the ball thing. Long shot saved by Peck. And Revere working from the X position. Number 2, Matthew Leone, trying to find a little help in a cutter, and the Jets defenders collapse in. Putting an end to that, we're going to get a loose ball push call here. That's going to go against Lynn Jets player number 7, Jair Maldonado. So Revere to retain possession here. The inbound quick, Leone with the rock, trying to drive inside, takes a shot on Peck. Sails behind the X position. Gobbled up. Alvarado going to take an opportunity at it. Passes up top over to number 2, Leone. Leone gobbled up by the Jets defenders. Jets now with a perfect situation on a box-out opportunity. They got to get low on those D-poles. Good attempt at the clear by Derek Sock. Sock all around, taking the face-off, playing in the midfield position, and now as a D-pole. Revere taking much of the possession game here in this one. Trying to find the better angle, going up to the top of the box. Looking for a little bit of help over on the far side alley. That one's going to roll out of bounds. So stoppage. Referees are wondering, hey, you got to wait for me before you start to play. So that's John Briggs. Again, an earful from the guy in stripes. Crossing the half mark. Able to sneak past 2. Can they get past 1? Has an opportunity for a shot. Takes it! And the Jets score! Great job by number, what do you got there, Reid? Let's zoom in a little bit. Number 29. I believe that's the Spectre. And we'll try to get your replay real quick. So here's the replay. Coming all the way across, takes his shot and sneaks one past the Revere goalkeeper for the first goal of the game. Nice job by the Jets to get it started. Go back to the half mark for the face. And the Jets draw first blood. No possession call needed. Scrum moves into Jets territory into the box. 2v2 situation, far side of the field. So a loose ball push call is going to give Revere an opportunity once again. Shot coming off just a bit outside, coming off of the cross of number 22, Ishmael Ramiro Gonzalez. Patriots able to retain possession here. Working from the X position. Passes up top to Alvarado. Alvarado surveying, tries to come back on the left-hand side. Sorry, number 1, Bradley Roach. So Roach with the rock again, going to go right to his adjacent, switch spots with his fellow midfielder, wearing number 2, Matthew Leone. Leone driving inside, takes a shot, able to sneak that one past Peck. And Revere ties it all up. We'll see if we can get you a replay on that one. So here's the shot. Coming in off a Peck. And we're all tied up. Go to the half mark for the face yet again. Sock usually the face-off guy for the Jets. That responsibility being shared. Tavon Leak taking the face for the Jets. Coming away with it, Alvarado. Alvarado with the rock goes to Leone. Sorry. Ramiro Gonzalez. Jets make it messy. The transition underway. Able to get across that half mark with these. Nice solid check. Loses the ball, keeps the stick. Loose ball push call. Gonna benefit the Jets. Ramiro Gonzalez throwing a check like you try to coach. Or it might have been Omar Espinoza. Jets now working from the X position. And Daniel Sordo Cruz doing the work inside the crease. Throwing a couple checks on the X player. 3v1 situation, and by a miracle, he's able to get out of it. Jets now surveying. And the Revere defense doing a good job at sharing the wealth. Driving inside, takes a shot. Not able to sneak that one by. Jets are there on the chase. And that shot coming from the Spectre. The Spectre rocking number. Well, that's Tivon Leak. He's a good kid. Sporting number 6. From the X position, looking to the adjacent to the fellow attackman. Loses possession, and now a scrum for it at about the half mark. Just about 5 minutes left in the first here. Driving inside. Jets midfielder doing a good job at chasing it down and sticking with the play. And now the Jets got to put it clear together. Able to get past 2. Driving in. There's the Spectre wearing number 29. Still got the rock. Moving across. Takes a shot. Goes wide left. Jets are there for the chase. So inbound coming from the X position for the Jets. Jets looking for a little bit of help up top. Possible ISO opportunity here. Drives inside, splits 2 defenders. Takes a shot on net. Sordo Cruz there for the save. Passes it off to a defender to the adjacent. Not received so well. Now Revere struggling on the clear. Jets competing a little bit more in the possession game. Loose ball forces a scrum. And a lot of farmers out there raking. Ball's loose. And a bit of a scrum in the way of extracurricular activity. And not sure if this is a heated rivalry or not, but across a physical game, you can see that underway. Not sure exactly what had happened. Maybe be able to get back and check it out on our replay and see if it's worthy of showing our viewership. And no, not exciting. Somebody got pushed the wrong way. They didn't like that. So a handful of flags is probably going to result in a few penalties. Whether or not it'll be man down is subject to the officials' review. So a couple unsportsmanlikes. We'll lock those guys in for probably much of the remainder of the first quarter here. And we'll see who's serving those penalties. Looks like there's nobody serving penalties for Revere. And it's John Briggs getting the earful from Coach Papp, far side of the field. So, see the gameplay underway right at about the half mark. Hugo Merida with the rock, sporting number 8. And looks like Revere is going to have somebody in the box as well. Or is it a substitution? I'm seeing Stevenson Brunn on the far side hanging out by coach. Head coach Michael Lucas of Revere. So the Jets look like they're down 2 players right now. And Revere is down 1. So man down situation here for the Jets. Revere with a 1-man advantage, but not in the way that you want to see it. Screaming in, trying to show shot, number 22. Ishmael Ramiro Gonzalez passes off to the adjacent. And the Patriots surveying, try to find a potential weakness in this man-down defense. And it's right where the 2 guys who were supposed to be on the field are not. Winds up for a shot, wide left. That shot coming from Bradley Roach. Back up top, Roach winding up for it before he caught it. Coming in, going to take a long shot wide left. Peck trying to get there for it, but the ex-player too quick. Driving inside, nice poke check by the Jets defender. Passes off to the adjacent. Trying from it outside, and it's number 7. David Alvarado scores the 2nd goal of the game with just about 2.5 left on the board. So we'll make our quick adjustment in the goals, and we'll see if we can get you a replay. Replay underway. And a screaming shot sneaks it right past Peck. Go to the half mark for the face. So 2-1, Revere over Lynn. Lynn's still a man down. Everybody going to be locked in probably till the final 30 seconds of the quarter. Driving inside, here comes the Spectre. Sees an opportunity to take a shot, hits outside of the net. Playing an on-call. And now the Jets trying to drive in far side of the field. And a little 1v2 situation for the Jets attack. Trying to find a seam. Not there. Goes up top. Swallowed up by the Revere defenders. And Jets able to maintain possession. A little bit of back and forth. Denham Debro with the rock. Trying to find some help. Takes the shot himself. No goal. Coming from the X spot. Wide shot right. Coming off of the cross of number 1, Denham Debro. Jets are there for the chase. We'll see the inbound near side alley in the corner. And trying to find an ISO situation. Drives inside. Swallowed up by the Revere defense. Loses possession of the ball. Sordo Cruz quick to gobble that one up into the crease. Can't maintain possession. So push call going to result in a possession call for the Jets. Driving inside. Shows a shot. Takes it. Gobbled up and saved. Has an opportunity to get the rebound. And now Revere trying to fight for possession. Goes back to the X position. Revere defense quick to swallow it up. Boxed out well. Now a 2v2 situation. Driving upfield. Near side alley. David Alvarado has 1 man to beat. Has to spin back. Looking for a little bit of help in the adjacent. Trying to go to number 22, Ramiro Gonzalez. Now Gonzalez in a 2v1 situation far side of the field. Jets fighting for it. 1v1 situation. And failure to advance is going to result in a possession call for the Jets. So we'll see the inbound far side alley at about 30-yard line. Driving in. Showing shot. Takes it. And Soto Cruz says, man, I don't even need to really worry about that one. It's nowhere near it needs to be. So just under 15 seconds here in the first. And it looks like the inbound is going to come from the X position. We can get a little tighter in the Reid. Reese. I'll call you about 6 more names before the end of the day. Coming in from X. Trying to find some help in the midfield. Here comes the Spectre. He drives and dodges past one. Goes past the third. Takes a shot. And does he get the goal? I don't think he does. He was excited like he got the goal. And that'll be the end of the quarter. So as we head in at quarter 2, it's Revere 2, Jets 1. We'll be back right after this break.
Hello, I'm Kevin Burnett. I've been working at LETV since my junior year. Are you interested in creating media for your school or city? Lynn Educational Television is for you. Students like me have been producing media in Lynn since 1986. Students can be paid to film many of the city's various events, such as sports games and concerts. Students also learn various skills such as directing, audio and sound production, and editing. If this interests you, come down to the TV studio in B107 and talk to Mr. Donahue. If you're unable to come to the studio, you can email him at donahue@lynnschools.org. Join LETV today. Come to B107 and become a member of the crew.
And we're back 2-1 Revere over Lynn. Senior night here for the Lynn Jets and Coach Papp. This will be Coach Papp's 20th senior year, if I got that right. I know he's been coaching lacrosse in the city of Lynn for 20 years. And might have spent some time with the youth program when that was around. But Jets coming out into this one struggling early on in the first to maintain possession. Jets with a couple of shots that sail them past Peck. So not really challenging Peck too much. Many of the shots coming from about 15 to 10 yards outside of the crease. And from the games that we've covered, Jacek Peck, he likes those. Plenty of opportunity to save the rock and clear for the defense. So new quarter underway. And it's all even. So if you step on the cross, you're going to lose possession. Jets beneficiary of that call. John Briggs to take the first possession of quarter 2 here. And Briggs will get going. Trying to drive past, able to keep it. Has 2 defenders in front. Takes the shot, wide right, wide left. Sails out of bounds. And the Jets are there for the chase. Playing from the X position. Going to test the waters, Jacoby Camo. Now in a bit of a situation. He's got an ISO opportunity. He has a little bit of separation. And good job by the Revere defender, sport number 5, who's not on my roster. But funnel him back up So barking out the orders from about the 40-yard line. Looking for a long ISO opportunity. Derek Sox got the wheels to get past one. Takes the shot, gobbled up by the goalkeeper, Daniel Sordo Cruz. Handful of saves in the first, and that's his first of the day, first of the second quarter. And a risky pass thrown across the field diagonally results in an out of bounds. The intended attackman, Andy Penn, sophomore attackman out of Revere. Stick knocked down by the Jets defender, just as though he's coached. And we'll see the inbound near side of the alley. Going right away. And finds a midfielder on a dime pass. Drives it past two. Has the rock still by some miracle. Loses it here. And probably going to get a slash call. If not, a push call. So they got John Briggs coming off. And substitution made. So Jair Maldonado to come in for Briggs. Drives inside, tries to dodge to his left-hand side. Funneled back out. Shot at a tough angle. Bounces up and off the net. Jets able to maintain possession. Takes a shot. And a good check by number 9, not on the roster, out of Revere. Low shot, gobbled up by the Revere goalkeeper, Sordo Cruz. Sordo Cruz surveying from inside the crease. And lucky for him, Alvarado in a good spot for it. Alvarado trying to find a midfielder. Now a scrum. Jets able to come away with it. The Spectre comes in, throws down the yard sale, says these are 50 cents each. Hugo Marita says don't replay that. Here comes the Spectre driving inside. Looking for a little dish to the attackman down low. Doesn't get a clean handle on it. So that one rolls out of bounds. Patriots going to be tasked from clearing out of their own territory. Diego Robles going to go with the long ball. Reaches up and over the 50-yard mark. And coming away with it, number 8, Hugo Marita. Marita loses possession. Gives the Jets deep hole an opportunity to sneak that one up and not across the half mark. Finds an outlet real quick. And here comes the Spectre. Drives inside 2, catches across to the helmet. No laundry on the field. Takes the shot off the back of the net. Jets are able to maintain possession. And there's the laundry. And there's the slash call. The Jets going to be in a man-up situation. And it looks like they get Robles, senior defender, on that one. So he'll serve his 60 seconds. Jets got to do the work to tie this one up. Right to X. Passes up top. Sees an opportunity for a shot. Well defended. Forced back out into the alley. Goes to the X player. Splitting between 2 is one defender. Had an opportunity. Pass not clean enough for the move. And that'll give Ishmael Ramiro Gonzalez an opportunity to throw that cross down. And he's not shy about it. Long shot. Bounces off of the goalkeeper. Jets had a quick opportunity for a rebound there. Not fielded well enough to get the quick stick. Jets come away with it by some sort of miracle. Trying to drive inside. Goes back to his adjacent. Looking for a little bit of help. Finds somebody inside. Revere goalkeeper trying to pinch down on that ball and pull it back into the crease. And the referee says, Sordo Cruz has got the possession. Get off the man. Soto Cruz comes out of the crease to try to draw a defender. Doesn't work well enough. Now he's got to get back in. Jets coming around. Catch the net. Bounces up and out of bounds. Revere is there on the chase. Revere going to be tasked with the responsibility of clearing from their own territory, deep in their own territory. That responsibility going to be passed off to Diego Robles. Robles was one in front. Jets defenders locked in on the attack. A long pass up and over the half mark. And gobbled up. Pushed back into possession. Scoops it up. Takes it away. This is number 2 out of Revere. And now the goalkeeper Peck coming out of the crease. Trying to clear it. Getting a resounding standing ovation from the audience here at the, where are we, Reid? Manning Field, huh? Well, there's nothing better than a nice crisp evening. It's been hot all day in the Lynn Classical. That sun going down is going to make Reid's job a little bit easier. We're certainly going to see him taking a couple more risks and getting some tight shots so that these replays are fun to watch. Play's been barked out. Looks like the inbound's going to come from the half mark. The Spectres get the rock. And the Spectre with one in front. Dodges to his left and back to his right. Able to split 2. Takes a shot. Goes a little wide. Tackman on the opposite side able to scoop it up. Looking for a midfielder up top. Can't get that to Dembro clean enough. Dembro frustrated with the lack of accuracy on the passes. Jets overstep the half mark. And Revere now with possession. Driving inside. Able to split 2. Forced back out. 2v3 situation. Jets have an opportunity to come away with it. Deepole scoops it up. Able to go from one end to another. Looking for a little bit of help. Goes right away to Dembro. Dembro able to sneak past the defender out of Revere. Shot on net. Nice save by Daniel Soto Cruz. So the ex-player for Lynn going to inbound the ball after he fixes the gloves. Dembro surveying. Takes a shot. Dembro able to get one across past Daniel Soto Cruz. And he was doing the old, am I going to go or am I not going to go? So we'll get that adjustment on the score here. All tied up here for the Jets and Revere. Great goal by Dembro to make it happen. And we'll bring up that replay for you. So here it is. Dembro driving inside. Takes a heck of a shot. Goes top corner with it. And Jets tie it up. Back to the half mark for the faceoff. Jets come away with it. Driving in past one. Tivon Leak takes another faceoff away. Passes it off over to Dembro. Dembro got the hot stick. Why not take the risk? Has 2 in front. Tries to drive past. Takes the shot. Able to sneak another one past the goalkeeper out of Revere. Dembro doing what he does best, and the Lynn Jets able to take the lead with that one. So great job by Dembro. Find the back of the net twice in less than 30 seconds. And we'll get you that replay. So here comes Dembro. He's able to sneak that one past the goalkeeper, back it up a little bit. And how he made it through all of it, I'm not sure. But here's the shot. Screaming past the goalkeeper out of Revere. Go to the half mark for the face. Scooped up by the faceoff player out of Lynn. Takes a shot on net, able to sneak that one past. And everybody loves seeing that. Tevon Leak able to make it happen. Bring you that replay right away. So Leak takes the face-off. Works down, and I think he gets a lucky bounce. Super excited for it. Rightfully so. So the Jets pouring it on. Nice check by number 8 out of Revere. Hugo Merida puts an end to that. Sneaks past one. He's got 2 in front. Looking to survive 3v1 situation. Has no help. Pushes that one back out. Hoping to live for another day out of bounds. And now Lynn trying to clear. Here comes the Spectre, gets the bounce. Spectre trying now. He's going to try to get his love. Takes a shot, able to sneak it past again. The Jets are hot. The Spectre wearing number 29. And we'll bring that one in for you. So there's the Spectre. Coming in, getting a love. And they're going to take a timeout from Revere to kind of assess what's going on. Let's take a look at this one while we got the time. Spectre able to sneak past 2 and 3. And rocks a shot across the crease past Daniel Sordo Cruz. So the Jets leading 5-2. And I'm trying to do a lot here. I was hoping to clip some of these goals to put a little highlight together at halftime, but you guys are going to have to watch Coach Papp's interview, how that Lynn Classical was done this week. So let's make an adjustment to the score for you. More of a podcast than anything, isn't it, Reid? And it looks like we got about 5 minutes until halftime. Happy to bring you this one from LETV. I'm Sean Donahue, your announcer. The Lynn Jets hosting GBL rival Revere. And last time these teams matched up, Lynn was able to walk away with an 11-9 victory. Coach Michael Lucas and the Revere Patriots hoping to find redemption here on senior night. A couple of holes been spotted in the Revere defense. And Revere little slow to slide on those fast transitions, and I'm sure that's what Coach Papp is talking to the Jets about right now. Thanks to Reid Orben for coming out, bringing you these smooth and steady shots. Third lacrosse game for Reid, I'm pretty sure. We had to talk a little bit about the anatomy of the field earlier, explain what the alley was. And I'm not sure if I did a great job, but considering we haven't missed much, good job today, Reid. The Von Sem to take the face off for the Lynn Jets. And it looks like they're going to go with Matthew Leone on the face-off for the Patriots. Quick defender coming in. Fill the void for the Pats. Whistle's underway. Sam pushing from behind. And that's going to get you called every time. Somebody was looking for a hold call, and I got a loose ball push. Ishmael Ramiro Gonzalez with the rock. Surveying. Goes to his adjacent. David Alvarero. Trying to find a little outlet down low. Doesn't have it. Jets now on the clear. Drives past 2. Jets on a fast break. Can he get past 3? Passes off. Jets midfielder now trying to get past a few. The Revere defense gobbles him up, forces the ball out. And the Jets going to slow things down to try to put something into play. Back to the X position. Losing possession on that shot. Jets are there for the chase. And the inbound coming from the X position. Going with it quick, looks to the outside. Has an opportunity for a shot. Trying to get in a little closer, and he's able to get in. Jets score their 6th goal of the game. And that one going to Denbrough. We'll bring you that one back. 6-2. And nice little matchup here. Denbrough coming back in. Drives in. Face-off underway, but I don't want to miss Denbrough's score. Hold call. That's all right. Going blue. So Denbrough doing what he does best. Finding the seam. 6-2. Lynn over Revere with just about 3.5 left in the second. Inbound coming far side alley. Leone with the rock, trying to test the waters against the defense. Able to get past 2, has 1 in front, takes the shot. Wild bounce goes up and high. And it's going to stay Revere. And we'll see the attackman work his way up into the alley, far side. Goes back up top to Alvarado. Alvarado dodges right, shows left. Looking for a little bit of help, hoping to find a cutter. Passes that one down over to Merida. Sorry, number 2, Leone. So a 2-man show today. Pat, if you're at home watching, we're hoping you're feeling a little bit better. Would have been neat to teach Reid this replay machine, but that's all right. We're always working to do more with less here at Lynn Educational Television. Today, just one of those days that offers that challenge. Revere trying to meet the challenge of the Jets. Pass up top to Leone. Leone with the speed, able to get past 1. Takes a shot, bounces up high. Peck comes out of the crease. No possession. And here comes the Spectre. He's on his way, going from end to end, trying to pass it off. Not a super clean pass, but they get the possession call. Trying to find some help inside, gobbled up by the Revere defense. Takes a shot and hits on the backside of the net. Soto Cruz going to come out, gobble that one up. Hurl it downfield and a Hail Mary attempt in the final 90 seconds of the second period. Nice job by the Jets defender to try to take up some of that time. Rolls up and out of bounds. And you can't touch the ball out of bounds. Nicholas Danino going to catch it on that one. Danino, another senior. It's a name I messed up in the beginning. Not De Niro. Revere trying for it. Hack-a-lack by the midfielder out of Lynn. Has an opportunity to scoop that one up. And the Jets midfield getting into the mix. I love the hustle from Ishmael Ramiro Gonzalez. Kid's all over the place. And he's easy to spot with the red helmet. So not sure if it was a hold or a push call, but a possession call going to benefit the Jets. Trying to scream inside. Coming for the backup. Ramiro Gonzalez hustling again and looking for a little bit of help just in front of the crease. The pass not clean enough to be handled. Intended player on that one, I believe. Don't have a number for you. Revere trying to clear from their own territory. Able to dodge past one. Has the whole alley to make his moves. Control check there. Number 2, Matthew Leone with the rock. Gets his touch inside the box. High pass. Gobbled up well by number 1 out of Revere. That's Bradley Roach. And Roach going to get called for a delay on that one. Doesn't like the call from the referee. Spikes the ball onto the ground. And I believe Roach going to serve. Fun game, but also frustrating. Jets will take possession at the half mark. Surveying along the way, Dembro with the rock, going to his adjacent. One inside, takes a shot wide right. And X gonna be inbounding. John Briggs a little frustrated with that one, had a great shot opportunity, a little wide. And I think the Jets are gonna play the possession game here with the man down situation. So if they can maintain possession, there will be no face-off in the beginning of the half. And pretty sure that this penalty is going to carry over into quarter 3. And that's exactly what you'll see. So 6-2, Lynn over GBL rival Revere as we head into the third. And the Jets pouring it on here in the second. And we'll be back right after this break.
In today's episode of Classical Talks, I'm going to be interviewing Coach Papp. Coach Papp, thank you for giving me the opportunity to interview you. As you know, I have some questions for you. First, is there someone who inspired you to become a coach?
A lot of people did, honestly. From my parents when I was young, my uncle and my grandfather coaching church basketball teams when I was young, my high school experience at Classical, Mr. Dakin and Mr. Anderson coaching the high school hockey team when I was there, Mr. Durgan coaching the football team. A lot of guys I've coached with and taught with were coaches. So just a whole laundry list of people I went through. My college lacrosse coach, just a lot of people who were influential in my past were coaches, and I love the game. I love working with athletes and in the sports world, so it was a natural flow for me.
Yeah, what I've noticed is that with a lot of coaches is like that it starts right away with kind of getting you into coaching, kind of having other people who help kind of drive that.
Oh, absolutely. And it also goes along with the teaching.
Yeah.
I love teaching. I love helping kids learn. And as a teacher, you love seeing the kids on the field where they, they choose to be there. It's not a requirement of their childhood. It's like that's their fun. Like that's their escape from the everyday schoolwork to get out on the fields and have some fun. So that's why I love coaching.
Yeah. What is your favorite part of coaching?
Well, it's working with kids. I mean, working with my students, seeing kids who, aren't always excited in the school building, but love to be there on the sports field, seeing kids learn new skills, learn new abilities, and show them on the field. The emotions that go along with the high school kids as they're playing through things, the highs, the lows, all that stuff. It just keeps me coming back every year.
Did you play the sport that you're currently coaching when you were in high school?
I did. I started my sophomore year of high school was the first year the city of Lynn had lacrosse. So I was on the first team at Classical. Classical and English started the same year. Mr. Murphy was one of my high school history teachers was the head coach of the lacrosse team at Classical when I was here. So I played 3 years, sophomore, junior, senior year here, and I walked on and played at Salem State my sophomore year and junior year before the program folded, and then I played for the club team after that.
So you've played for a little while then?
Yeah, I've played for a couple years, we'll say.
Yeah.
I started in it would have been the spring of '98 was my first year playing. But like a lot of our kids here, I didn't play lacrosse until high school. So when most of our players, because there's no youth program in Lynn, most of our players start playing lacrosse in high school. And I had the similar experience of never picking up a lacrosse stick until I was in the high schools and learning to play in the high school level. So I can relate with a lot of the kids in the way they go through it.
Yeah, that must be helpful.
It is. I would love to get the youth program started back up, but that's another story for another day. But yeah, and to see how much the kids can accomplish in just their 4-year high school experience, playing against a lot of kids who've been playing lacrosse their whole life, it's incredible. So.
Yeah. What is something most people don't know about your sport?
Unfortunately, a lot. Especially in Lynn. I mean, it is, in my mind, one of the most fun, inclusive sports there is. There's some contact for the kids who like contact, there's speed, there's agility. Defensive players don't really have to play offense, so it's not as much cardio requirement for the defense and the attack, where the midfielders run all day the whole length of the field, so different positions have different skill sets. But as I said, in the city of Lynn, it's not as big as I want it to be. So there's a lot of learning that goes on with my players and with people who watch the game. But if they take the time to watch it and experience it, it's a great game. Yeah.
Thank you again, Coach Pap, for taking the time to do this interview. Stay tuned to see who we interview next.
At Classical, we believe that strong instruction is built through collaboration, reflection, and shared responsibility for student success. This week, every department is participating in a school-wide gallery walk featuring lesson artifacts created by our instructional leadership team. These artifacts include lesson tasks, student work, and teacher reflections, and they offer concrete examples of how intentional task design can deepen content learning, build academic language, and increase student engagement across all grade levels and disciplines. Many educators at Classical have engaged in professional development on quality teaching for English learners. This gallery walk is how we bring that learning to life, by learning from real classroom practice. As teachers move through the gallery, department heads facilitate a structured protocol using 4 detective lenses: content, language, equity, and collaboration, so teams can focus their thinking and learn with purpose. At each station, teachers leave appreciation-based feedback, allowing us to celebrate strong practice and continue to grow together. This is professional learning that is grounded, collective, and centered on our promise to students and families that equity is something we intentionally design for. This is how we turn shared vision into daily practice.
And we're back. Third quarter underway. And Jets to maintain possession. We'll start in Revere territory. And it looks like they're going to give the inbounding responsibility to the Spectre. Over in the near side alley. And right away, Revere takes it away. On the move, able to get past two, has a slew of defenders in front, passes off to the adjacent. Looking for a little bit of help, doesn't have it, decides to take it his own self. Forced to go to a midfielder up top, trying for the shot way outside. Alvarado with the rock, one in front. Tries to go to the right-hand side. Classical defenders sharing the wealth on defense. And a hit, the second hit. And he's going to get two. And the Spectre going to go serve his penalties. He might have a combination of time here. That's a big deal for the Jets. Moving into this one. And player down right now. Going to give us an opportunity to go to a quick break.
What is community? It's more than just where you live. It's where you feel safe, seen, and valued.
It's built on trust, respect, and working together.
Every small act, every helping hand creates a ripple effect.
Turning a negative moment into a positive one. Lifting each other up when we stumble.
Unity isn't just a word. It's the foundation of a thriving community.
It means embracing our differences and celebrating our shared humanity.
That's community.
Bring unity to your community.
In a world that moves fast, kindness is what helps us slow down and connect.
Every day, we share our hallways, our classrooms, and our community with people who are fighting battles we may never see.
Kindness is more than just being polite. It's choosing to care.
When we show kindness, we become active members of our community. We listen, we support, we stand up for one another.
When we come together with respect and compassion, we can accomplish incredible things.
Kindness can start small. It doesn't have to be big to make a difference. Volunteer for the people who are in need in your community. Sometimes a simple smile is all it takes to make someone's day.
The truth is simple. Kind people are the best kind of people.
Hi, I'm here to talk to you about the TV Production Club. I'm Jacob. I took TV Production 1 and I'm currently enrolled in TV Production 2 with Mr. Donahue. These classes teach a lot about media production, and I have used this knowledge to join the TV Production Club. Want to develop skills and produce something that will be seen by the school? Check out the TV Production Club. The TV Clubs helps you develop many different skills, from teamwork to technical skills to public speaking. If you're looking for something to do, the TV Club could be perfect for you. There are many different roles to fill, from camera operator, audio, director, or the talent on camera. There is something for everyone. Check it out today. Go to B107 and see Mr. Donahue after school for more information and to get a permission slip to sign up. The TV Club meets in the TV studio after school on Mondays and Tuesdays for 30 minutes to produce the school news. Go to B107 to sign up for the TV Club and help be a part of the school and produce something that will be seen by many. Come today and be...
Welcome back. Third quarter underway. 6-2 Lynn over Revere. And after the injury, we'll get back into play. The inbound coming from the near side alley. And Leone going to take the responsibility of inbounding. Leone with one in front. Passes off to the adjacent. Revere trying to find a seam, a man-down situation for Lynn after the 2 penalties delivered to the Spectre. And Revere able to get that. Reid, you might want to look at that ND filter. There you go. Inbound coming far side alley. Jets got the rock, pushing into Revere territory. Couple shots at the top of the helmet. No penalty there. Just an old play on through. Goes to the X position. Jets looking for a seam, but really just trying to tick away some of the time on this penalty with the Spectre out. That's a big deal. So hand it off to the wheels and say, come and get me. Man-up situation here for Revere. Really pushing Lynn to try to drag out some time. Not the most exciting lacrosse, but pretty good game plan when one of your best goal scorers is sitting in the penalty box. Trying to drive inside, takes a shot, and able to score another one here for the Rams. That goal is going to go to number 1, Denham Debro. I'm pretty sure. Debro dusting off the old, I don't know what that move was, kid. I'm sure he's got an explanation for it. Not interested in it. Let's try to bring up your replay, though. So here's the transition, the shot, and the frustration. So they're coming, screaming across, dragging the goal, takes a nice little bounce pass. Sneaks that one past the goal keep out of Revere for the 7th goal of the game. So Rams leading 7-2 here against GBL rival Revere. Lynn able to get possession in their own territory. Depot trying to find an attackman sitting up at the half mark. Not fielded well enough to establish a fast break, and now a bit of a scrum. So inbound coming from the near side alley. And Lynn trying to take a shot, snipes it, catches the pipe. I'm pretty sure I heard it. Jacoby Camo trying to earn his love from the seniors here on senior night. Far side of the field, working back to the player. He's able to sneak inside. It sneaks one past the goalkeeper out of Revere. And another goal for the Rams brings it to 8. And that's Dembro again. Dembro hot on it. So good job by the young man out of Lynn to make it happen. And we'll load up that replay for you. Here it comes. Dembro able to sneak another one past. Nice job for the junior. Lynn looking at a little bit more of a comfortable lead. 8-2 here against Revere. And Daniel Sordo Cruz certainly frustrated with the lack of sliding from the deep holes down low. Lynn just trying to drag it out, saying, come and get me. Nobody's jumping up and playing on him, so why not take the shots? Romero takes the shot, able to sneak that one past Peck. And Revere working their way back into this one. Third goal of the day scored for the Patriots. And a great job by Revere to stay in this one. Nice little shot. Here it is. And sneaks that one back on the bottom left corner of Peck. Face-off underway. Push call going to result in a possession for Revere. Ismael Ramiro Gonzalez to take on that responsibility. The Spectre in front of him. And the Spectre's got some speed. Passes off to a cutting player down low. Loses possession. A slew of Jets defenders get on it. And the Spectre able to come away with it. Drives up, cuts across the half mark. He's got the wheels to get past many. Loses the ball there. And that was a charitable shot there. The defender out of Revere had an opportunity to line up the Spectre. Number 19, Omar Espinoza. What a gentleman. I wouldn't have done that, though. The Spectre drives in, able to drop in another goal. And Revere now in a bit of a deficit. Spectre coming up from up top. Here's a shot. Able to dodge and weave and get past many. And Daniel Sordo Cruz got to be frustrated with that one. Lynn scores their 9th goal of the game. So back to that comfortable lead they were hoping for here in the third. And still 7 minutes on the board. Lynn working for the possession here. Revere had something to say about that. And the Spectre comes away with it. He's got the wheels and some motivation. Loses possession there. Midfielder comes back. Gets a cross on there. Gets a fast break opportunity for Revere. Now Revere on the move. Able to sneak past one. Takes the shot. Up and away. Revere maintains possession after the chase. So a quick inbound. And right away over to Ramiro Gonzalez. Can't field that one clean enough. And the ex-player losing possession. Lynn, defender, just pushing it up and throwing it over. Scooped up by Omar Espinoza. Espinoza getting hack-a-lacked by the Lynn attack. Still on the ground, trying for on the scrum. And a lot of wood chopping happening out there. Looking for a player open in front of the crease. And that one sneaks past the goalkeep and goal. Soto Cruz feeling like he's got to come out and try to chase that one, as it could have been sold as a shot. A flag, far side of the field. Going to result in a penalty. And we'll go to the referee for the call. So sounds like a slash call. And it looks like they're going to get Lynn on the slash. Can't see with my trusty binoculars who's serving over there. Shot opportunity high and wide. Revere's there for the chase. They'll maintain possession. Well, Lynn will be there for possession. The depot getting the cross out there and in place. And a fast break opportunity here for the Jets. Jets able to try to drag past one. The depot living the dream right now. Looking for the quick shot, passes it off. Shot taken, bounces off the pipe. And now you got to go all the way back, buddy. Every depot wants to take their time to shine. We're going to shout them out. Isaac Ramos, senior out of Lynn English. We've all been there before, buddy. He was looking at his fast break opportunity. There was a push call that slowed it down. He was frustrated as could be. Came back down, and everybody in blue knew who was going to be trying to take a shot. They all swarmed to him. He did dish it out nice and quick in front of the crease. Had an opportunity at an assist, just as good in the world of a deep hole. Coming from the X position. Looks for a little bit of help. Trying to drive into the crease. Soto Cruz gobbles that one up. Cruz barks out his orders. And goes with the Hail Mary. Diagonal across the field. 2v1 situation for Revere. Turned into a mutiny as a slew of Jets players came in. They save. Back into the mix in front of the crease. Quick shot. Jets have possession. Doesn't roll out. Drives inside, takes the shot. Jets score again. Reid, get in on that kid so I can get his number. Dembro on fire today. We'll try to get your replay back up here, buddy. Dembro having himself a game. You owe me $10 on this highlight film you'd be able to make out of today. And there it is. And there's his goal. Gets in through the mix. How did he do it? Nobody knows. Face-off underway. We'll get back to that for you. 10 on the night for the Jets. Great way for the seniors to go out. So 7-point deficit for the Patriots. And this has been a slow third quarter. Everybody trying to get their name into the referee's book of penalties. Coming down low, takes a shot. Peck in position to save. Sails out of bounds. Revere's there on the chase. And the inbound coming from the near side alley. Surveying, looking for somebody to cut. He's got one guy cut and two from his adjacent. Ishmael Romero Gonzalez. This is my guy. I like his hustle. Driving inside, able to dodge past a Jets defender. Nice little roll dodge there. Jets able to maintain possession after the chase. Here in the near side alley. Bradley Roach. Surveying. Risky pass. And it doesn't pay off for him, although he gets a little bit of luck. Trying to drive inside. Slew of defenders from the Jets forced that stick to the ground. Jets trying to scoop through it. And we got another deep hole trying to make his claim to fame. I think it's the same guy. And we'll get you a number on that. I think it is. Isaac Ramos, he's hungry, kid. Senior year, right? You might as well go out with a bang. You got a 7 up by Daniel Sorto Cruz. Well, looks like we might have had a little connection issue here. Revere now trying to drive past. Diego Robles stopped in his tracks by the Lynn defense. Able to get past one. Funnel back to the top of the alley. Tap to the head. Going to be a possession call to benefit the Jets. And trying for a pass across. Knocked down by Bradley Roach. Shot coming wide left off of the cross of Roach. And Roach certainly frustrated, not able to find the spots he was hoping for today. If I was an attackman and I wasn't able to score as much as I wanted to, I would be saying I left my stick in the rain. That was always the old, my stick's not working today. Lacrosse was a little different of a game back then. It was a little bit more popular in the city of Lynn. Each team had their own, each school had their own teams. Neither of us were really good. English, usually the top team. And that slap to the head is going to cost. It's going to cost the Jets a possession call. So, far alley, right at about the 20-yard line. Takes the shot. Plenty of time for Peck to make the adjustment on that one. Revere's there on the chase. So they'll maintain possession. Inbound coming from the near side alley. Trying for another shot outside of the net. Peck getting into the mix out there. Get back in the goal. What are you doing? Revere pushing. Trying again. Nice save by Peck. Jason Peck having himself a game here on senior night. Senior out of Lynn English. So the inbound coming from the near side alley back in the end zone. Lynn in a man down situation. And with just about 10 seconds left, looks like Revere's going to play the possession game so they can go into the fourth with possession in Lynn territory. And that's exactly what they'll do. So with the man down situation, Revere maintains possession, and we're heading into the fourth quarter. We'll be back right after this break. Right after this break. Since 1986, Lynn Educational Television has enabled students to work in the television industry and learn how to produce media. LETV creates working opportunities for Lynn students, giving them the benefit of gaining real-life work experience in production. Lynn Educational Television brings value to Lynn students, delivering standards-based curriculum in the classroom from middle school to high school. LETV creates future generations of media professionals. Well, fourth quarter is just about underway. Lynn with a solid cushion against their GBL rival Revere. 10-3. Revere's still looking for their second win. They get another chance at it in their next game against Mystic Valley. Jets hoping to improve to 7-10 here in the 2026 season. 20th season for Coach Papp, coaching lacrosse in the city of Lynn. Trying to keep the old tradition alive. Got to appreciate it. He's got a great shirt on. Maybe Reid can zoom into that one. See if we can find Coach Papp with that fancy Lynn shirt on. And he's in there somewhere, Reid. He's in the middle of the mix. Shouting out his favorite place to get a roast beef sandwich. Although it doesn't look like he's been eating any roast beef sandwiches anymore. I'll keep that tradition alive for you, Peter. Great to have Peter into the studio this week on the Classical Talk Show. Giving us a little insight into lacrosse and the history here in the city of Lynn. I come from a family of baseball guys, and they always were, I wouldn't say, they weren't never mean about it, but they always let me know that you're playing lacrosse because you couldn't hit the ball off a tee back when you were in, whenever you did that. I was definitely the best 12-year-old in the 10-year-old league when it came to baseball. Reid, we got to cover the game? Where are you? There you go. All right, there you go, kid. Reid Orben, everybody. One of our best and brightest over at Lynn Classical. Solid clarinet player. Better TV media student in my eyes. Terrible haircut, but we'll save that for another day. Back to it, fourth quarter, underway. And Revere hoping to find the back of the net. But a bit of a drought for the Patriots. Shot. Peck able to come away with that one. Handful of saves in the night for Jason Peck. He's going to come out of the crease, and he's going to lose possession there. Peck sells the push call well enough to put a delay in the advance for Revere. And you got to be able to do that too. Lynn on the transition, able to sneak past two. Met with the contention of the Revere defense at the line. Sneaking past 3, not so much. Not easy to do. Able to maintain possession. And Denbrough trying for it. Loses possession. Revere quick to try to get there. And the ball sails across the half mark. Scooped up by a Lynn defender. Trying to find an outlet in a midfielder. 3v2 situation. Revere coming away with it. Number 2, Matthew Leone. He's another one I like out there for Revere. Obviously, the Spectre. I gotta love the Spectre out there. Some other notables. I love Peck in goal. He does a good job out there. I hope I'm saying your name right. J.A. Maldonado. Got to say his name because I got it wrong in the beginning. Face-offs has been going well for the Rams. Long shot way outside, just about 5 yards inside of the box. Coming off of the cross of Matthew Leone. Leone certainly frustrated not being able to find the back of the net. And Jason Peck doing what he does best out there. Senior night, going all out. This evening game under the lights, not something that the Jets get to celebrate every season. So Revere going to benefit from the possession call. The allergy season is upon us. And Revere showing after they get their touch. Takes the shot, gobbled up by Peck. Looks to the defender on the adjacent. Gonna go with the old long ball. Takes a nice bounce. Favorable enough for the Jets to maintain possession. A little bit of separation. Gets cleaned out. Flags are up and about. Cross-check call. It's certainly going to be the outcome on this one. Omar Espinoza going to spend some time into the box. And the consensus in the stands is that you cannot do that. And that would be true. You can't do that. Well, you can, but you're not supposed to. Jets with possession here. The Spectre. Looking at Denbrough. Little 2v1 situation here for the Rams. Denbrough goes back to the Spectre up top. Spectre has a lane, driving inside. Looking for some help down low. Trying for the shot. No good there. And they're feeding my guy. Let's get a number on this guy here. Number 27 out of Lynn. Cordo Lewis in his junior year out of Lynn English. Lynn dancing around the crease. A shot on net. Saved by Sordo Cruz. And the Spectre gobbles it up, coming in. Sneaks past 2 or 3, takes a shot on that same place. Just a little wide. And Lynn to inbound from the X position. Trying to feed up top, intercepted by number 2, Matthew Leone. Leone going from end to end. He's got one on his tail. Looking for the quick shot. Nothing there for Revere. The Revere attack is there on the chase. Looks like they'll inbound from the X position. Looking up top, trying to get a shot from way outside in the alley. Well, just about the alley. The neighborhood, the alley neighborhood. Peck ends up with it, taking his time outside of the crease. The long ball, wide open Denbrough. Denbrough in a fast break situation, trying to drive inside. Not able to sneak it past the Revere goalkeeper, Daniel Sordo Cruz, showing that calm, cool, and collected attitude. And that's always tough in a 1v1 situation for a goalkeeper. I wouldn't say 9 times out of 10, but 8 times out of 10, somebody's going to score on you. So Sordo Cruz, a junior out of Revere with the rock, he's going to come out of the crease. And I think what we had was, I don't know what the call was. But Revere has possession here across the half mark. Far side alley. A little bit of laundry is up. And wondering what this could be for. Maybe a little bit of extra words we're not supposed to say. He's getting a hold call and a slash call. A little gift basket from the referees. Did you enjoy that gift basket over there in the penalty box? So now Coach Papp got to make the adjustment, get a man-down situation out there. A bit of a modified man-down situation, because I'm pretty sure it's a deep hole serving that penalty over there. Shot outside of the net. Got to give Peck an opportunity to pick it up. Peck getting a little liberal, leaving that crease. And he's been throwing a long ball all day. Looking for the Spectre on the transition. Way too high even for him, even those ups he's got. So Revere to maintain possession. Possession game's been all Revere here in the fourth. There's about 7 minutes left in this one. Trying to drive inside. Revere midfield loses possession of that. And a lazy scrum forces the ball back out. Revere able to maintain possession here in Lynn territory. Going up top, takes the shot. Wide left. The Revere attack is there for the chase. And they'll maintain possession here in Jets territory. Inbounding from the X position. Coming all the way up, looking for a seam. Takes the shot off the back of the net. 2v1 situation in favor for Revere. Takes another shot wide right. That one sails out of bounds, and the Revere attack in the best place for the chase. Up top. Trying to feed my guy Ismael, Ramiro Gonzalez. Driving inside, takes the shot. Forces Peck to take a save. I'm not sure he's going to get that one, a high bounce. And potential for it to be stolen away. Deep hole out of Lynn. Able to gobble that one up. Able to sneak past two. Has two on his tail. Loses possession of that one. Shot. And that one's going to stay Lynn. Inbound coming from the near side alley. Right away to the Spectre. Let's clear out for an ISO. We were on a team with this guy before. And he's looking to dish it out, trying to share the love. Didn't see much of an opportunity there. Bit of a scrum for it down low. Loose ball push call. Going to result in a possession call in favor of the Patriots. And who's going to take the responsibility? A slew of Lynn defenders in front, takes it into the inside, dodges right, comes back outside, roll dodges into the Spectre. Still has possession, across the half mark. Revere trying to drive inside, has a bit of a seam right in front of Peck, takes the shot. And does he get the goal? 2 flags down, and I believe it's going to be against Lynn. Get back to the replay for you. So here's the move. Comes in past 2. And yeah, he got hack-a-lack, so there's going to be some guys in light blue serving penalties. Great job by Matthew Leone to make it work. Leone able to dodge past a slew of Lynn defenders, gets the penalty and the goal, and not a lot to be psyched about if you're here with Revere, but certainly something for Coach Michael Lucas to boast. There from the effort of number 2, Matthew Leone, junior midfielder out of Lynn. Whoops, let's change that replay to what's going on. Go to the half mark for the face-off here. And just under 5 minutes in the 4th. So 10-4 in favor of Lynn. Number 8, Hugo Morita with the rock. Passes off over to number 22, Ishmael Romero Gonzalez. And I think Morita scored. 22, Reid? Is that who you got on the score? But they're not changing it onto the scoreboard. They are going in for a face-off. So they are. Morita does score. So we're bringing that quickly. Here's the shot. Here's the action. Nice job by Ishmael Ramirez Gonzalez. Sorry, not Morita. My guy, how could I forget? I love the hustle of that kid. Revere gets the face-off in possession call. Takes a shot wide right. Peck is there on the chase. So Ishmael Ramiro Gonzalez, freshman midfielder out of Revere. And it's a good move there, Reid. Where is it? When in doubt, zoom out. And looks like they're going to inbound from the X position. And Lynn going to be tasked with a clear from their own territory. One defender in front, goes with a long ball. That one sails about 50 yards across the half mark. And the Spectre able to pick it up. Drives in past 2, takes the shot, and the Spectre scores. So it was a goal. We'll make an adjustment real quick here. So Lynn drops on their 11th score. And 5 on the day so far for Revere. Bring you the replay. Sorry, this is so slow. If you're checking this out. So a great pass and great reception there. The Spectre able to get another one for the Rams. Back to the half mark for the face. 11-5 with just about 4 minutes. here in the game. Lynn going to get the possession call. And now trying to create a bigger deficit for the Patriots to dig their way out of. Looking for a little bit of help. Goes with a D-midi on the adjacent. Drives in. Takes the shot. Bounces about 10 yards in front of the crease. Up and over. Lynn's there on the chase, so they'll maintain possession. Or maybe Revere was there first, and that's exactly what had happened. So Revere now tasked with clearing from their own territory. Nice little check around. Forces the ball on the ground. Now Lynn having an opportunity to catch Revere out of defensive position. Spector comes in, scoops it up, creates a little bit of space, able to get past one defender, has to retreat back to the top of the box. A couple pieces of laundry on the field. Spector takes a shot, score. And he's going to get a penalty out of the deal as well. So 12 of the night for the Jets. And we'll jump to the replay while we're getting the verdict on what had happened here. So able to get past one here, winding up on the dodge across the hip. Takes the shot. It's right where he wants it. The Spector on fire tonight. Back to the half for the face-off. Twelve to 5, just over 3 minutes left in this one. So Lynn gets a possession call. Not sure what it was. Able to dodge past one. Has two in front, goes to the adjacent. The Spector looking for a little bit of help, goes right back to number 12, Nate Condi. I'm sorry, number 7, Jair Maldonado. Maldonado with a sweet dodge. And a long ISO opportunity here. Draws out a defender for Revere. Gets past the hips of one. Gobbled up by 3. At least able to draw 3 defenders on. Somebody's open. Shot rolls out of bounds, near side alley. That's where we'll see the inbound. Spector loses possession of that one. Trying to drive inside, bounce shot. And the bounce a little too early. Rolls up and out of bounds. And somebody's got to get some balls back there along that back line. Drives up top to a cutter. Able to get past 2. Takes a shot. And sneaks it past. Number 7, out of Lynn. Jair Maldonado, my guy. Doing what he does out there. We got to update the score. We got to play the replay. Let's do the replay before I miss that. Because he's a good kid. We want to make sure he gets that. So, transition out of there. Here it is. Able to dodge past 2. Takes his shot. Sneaks it past. Maldonado getting onto the board today. 13 on the night for the Jets. Shot attempt is there. Lynn to the line first. Closest to the ball was Soto Cruz. Drives in, nice little roll dodge to find a little bit of space. Wild bounce, ends up back in a Revere possession. And the goal keep Daniel Soto Cruz nursing a bit of an injury. Take some time to get to his feet, and we will see the training staff come on out and evaluate him here in these final 2 minutes of the game. So that'll give us an opportunity to remind you to tune in to a super conversation with Superintendent Molly Cohen. Our next episode to be filmed next week. So final, I think Wednesday is when we'll be filming. So that should be out by next Wednesday if you're watching live. Super conversation where Molly Cohen comes in and host Lynners of all shapes and sizes. That's not the best way to put it, but first episode we had was the mayor of Lynn. Most recently, we've had on Christine Lander, teacher with decades of commitment to the Lynn Public Schools District. She's been all around and was a dean back in my day over at Lynn Classical. Always reminding me about following the rules, which I did to a T. So he'll pop up and stick it out for the rest of the game. Tune in to a super conversation when you get a chance. It's up on the Lynn Educational Television YouTube page. If you're watching with us live, please like, subscribe, smash that notification bell for all the up-to-date sports and events happening right here in the city of Lynn. I'm Sean Donahue, your announcer tonight from Lynn Educational Television, working alongside one of our best, Reid Orben, out of Lynn Classical. Kid's an awesome clarinet player. He could probably tell you more about it, but districts or something, he's a big deal around these parts. If you're a sports guy, we'd sum him up to an all-star, so to say. I grew up thinking the only clarinet player in the world was Squidward, so it's good to know. Nice little shot there. Well, he got to get a penalty. I think he just muscled in. That was good stuff there. Jacoby Camo knocking him down, getting a little love after from Ramiro Gonzalez. Nice hit, kid. Long shot, sneaks past Peck for a goal. Who got that one, Reedster? Yeah, let's go back to the replay. Reed fell asleep at the wheel. So here's the play. Coming off of the cross of number 1, Bradley Roach. So Roach finding the back of the net. Bama Lama. Back to the face-off. So 6 of the night for the Jets. (13-6). Final 30 seconds of this one. Sorry, final 60 seconds of this one. That one gobbled up by Peck, tossed downfield. First to touch, it's Revere. And Lynn playing the numbers game right now on possession. This is where it usually gets a little chippy, a little bit of love. And Lacrosse is that kind of game. Diego Robles. Hey, my bad, buddy. Sorry about that. Trying to sneak in past. Daniel Soto Cruz has got something to say about it. Soto Cruz coming out of the crease. Going to take on the check, able to get past one. You got to get a midi back. He's got a flag down. Catches a good hit. And that's the risk you take as the guy with the big head. A junior out of Revere. Goalies are, got some ballsy goalies over here. So I'd say it's safe to say, with just under 30 seconds in this one, The Jets going to walk away with a victory. We'll see how we conclude on this one, and I'm sure sportsmanship is at the utmost of priority for all the officials, players, and coaches here. Revere going to get another opportunity for a quick goal. Takes the shot. Nice save by Peck. Up high and away, gets it off to the Spectre. The Spectre got about 20 seconds to score. Screams past the 50-yard marker. Getting a couple slashes from behind, getting a laundry, looking for it. Game's about to tick out. And the Patriots trying to get their shots on the Spectre. So just about 5 seconds left in the game. Spectre's like, yo, where's my laundry at? You know what? I don't think that was the Spectre. That was my guy, Isaac Ramos, senior out of Lynn English. So in my last game, I'm going to get me some penalties on the end. Not in the way that you'd think, but, you know, people got to pay for what they do, right? So he's going to get the rock, and I think he's going to try to take a shot at scoring here. Let's see it, a long one. It's a tough one to try to make. He's happy with the effort. Isaac Ramos going down with a shot in his last possession. The Jets all hustling down to give senior Jasek Peck their final hug. And be careful down there, gentlemen. Peck had a great game today. Clearing out, doing what he does. Jets going to walk away with this victory. 13-6 over GBL rival. They'll finish up the regular season with a 7-10 record. It's been a pleasure bringing this one to you. Always love being able to cover lacrosse here with Lynn Educational Television. Well, from the booth up here at Manning Field, I'm Sean Donahue saying thanks to Reid Orben and thanks to you, our viewership. And that's it for the game. 13-6. Lynn going to walk away with the victory over GBL rival. Revere going to go on to face off against Mystic Valley. And great game overall. Jets really pouring it on in the second. That's really where I think the momentum game ended up getting won. So 13-6 is the final. Try to do a lot over here. I think we got a two-man job in the sense of trying to function with replay, but want to be thorough on our production as a means of example for those youngsters who work alongside us here at Lynn Educational Television. So, officially, Sean Donahue signing off from Lynn Educational Television, wishing you all the best.